I made a reel before.
Leather, yellow leather, good blood, bad blood. There we go.
6 to freshman guys.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Dose of Dex. Yo, I'm so happy where I'm at right now. As you can tell, I'm not in my basement like I usually am. I had to make a trip to come out to Indianapolis because I've got a special designer with us. I don't even like to call him designer, an artist. But before I introduce him, I want to remind you guys, make sure you're following me on Instagram at doseofdex_. That's where I post a lot of my latest fashion, a lot of things you should know about fashion-wise or that I feel like you should know. Get in tune with it. And if you're not following me on Instagram, that's okay. You do have YouTube because we've all got phones and computers. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button on YouTube and you're liking and you're sharing with your mama's mamas and your mama's mamas. Now, like I said, we're here in Indianapolis because I have a very special artist here that I've been dying for you guys to meet and to learn about. He's been making amazing pieces since I've been following him, probably longer than since I've been following him. I want to introduce you guys. Well, introduce yourself.
I'm Michelangelo, man. By Michelangelo on Instagram. But yeah, I'm Michelangelo and co-owner of Angelo Salon and Workshop with my wife. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. So we had to get here, guys, because the studio is amazing. I hope we can show you guys little bits and pieces here, but it's great. You can tell Michelangelo has been putting in work like consistently. You can even look on his Instagram and you can see it as well. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to come and highlight some of the pieces that he has in the shop to show you guys the work he's been putting in because it is dope. I know for myself, eventually, we gonna make some magic, you know?
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm born and raised in Indianapolis, Indiana. I've been designing since, I've been making clothing and stuff like that and shoes since maybe like the 6th grade. Yeah, I'm just me, man. You know, I'm just a creative individual who's finally at 34 feel like he's truly found himself. You know, and it feels really good to be in the position that I am with my wife. You'll hear me say my wife a lot throughout this because without her, you know, a lot of this I don't know how this would have panned out. Like it would have panned out. Mm-hmm. But the way it kind of happened is a little bit more beautiful with her. So that's what I am. That's who I am right now. I'm a creative. I'm becoming free.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now that you said that, because you said wife, before we get started, we're gonna get back on the topic of being married and stuff. Before anything, I gotta know what you're wearing today.
What am I
What's
wearing?
This?
My boots are Rick Owen. Doc Martens, they're an everyday boot for me. I like stuff that lasts. So, and I wear stuff a lot all the time, very minimum. Okay. My socks is, we're not gonna talk about those. This is a jumpsuit. It's a vintage workwear jumpsuit that I repurposed, add buttons, did a zipper delete. And then this is a vintage Harley Davidson t-shirt. Some St. Avenue on our wrist. This is Maybe Tomorrow. Okay. I think that's what it's called, Maybe Tomorrow. Just some frames.
Clearly,
nothing
I didn't
crazy.
come prepared, guys.
Nothing crazy.
He's got it on. If I'd have known, I'd have changed it up. But for myself, I have on a drafted sweatshirt, jeans, distressed jeans. They're cropped from H&M, and then I have on my Fragment dunks right here. And you know, one thing about Dose of Dex is we always have to be comfortable. I always want to get comfortable. So I'm gonna take my shoes off, man.
Yeah, feel free.
And we're gonna get into it. So back to the wife situation. Not situation, but the wonderful marriage. Not situation, but the marriage, man. Like, is that a part of your inspiration and stuff like that?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I've always had the passion to do what I'm doing. But when I met her, we've been together, it'll be 11 years this year. And she, with what she does, we kind of coincided very easily. It kind of just meshed very well until we realized that, you know, we know this works together and we can do this together. This is new. This is like not happening in our area at all. And no areas close to us are running a salon in a, you know, in an alteration shop or a design shop, whatever you want to call my workshop, you know. It was just something that we had to realize that I think this is why we're together. Like, I think this is why we met. Like, it's bigger than us. We can, you know, we've created a few jobs for others, and yeah, man.
That's dope. So when people come to you, do you prefer designer? Do you prefer artists? What do you like to be, or do you even not like to be categorized at all?
No, I really enjoy artists. It took me a long time to even call myself a designer.
Okay.
But I'm aware that I'm a designer. But it just goes back to like finishing college. Like, I kind of want to finish college and go back and say, all right, I did it. Okay, I'm a designer. But like, I've done everything I would say a designer has done. You know, I make my own. I make my own patterns. Man, it's just, I just didn't finish school. You know, so that's probably. I don't know if that's even why, but I haven't felt that comfortable until recently to say, yeah, I'm a designer. More of an artist, because I've always just been artistic. So.
Dope. So now, since we're on the point of being an artist, let's go ahead and get into the first piece.
All right, so this is actually, this was a commission piece. It's just some home fabrics recycled that actually someone brought in and donated them. That's how I kind of get a lot of my fabrics. If I'm not out thrifting and looking for my own materials, or a lot of it is like eBay, a lot of bulk buying of like old materials. Clients are, you know, they'll bring in stuff for me to rework and for me to kind of redo. The really cool thing about this hoodie is this pocket. It actually goes all the way up to the chest.
Oh, snap.
So it'd be really cool to kind of put something, a water bottle or something in there, you know, what have you, man. It's just kind of unique. It's different. It's a one of one.
Now, that's dope. Now, for my people who aren't familiar with some of the terminologies and stuff like that, I know you said commission. What does that mean?
So like someone brought in the material that they had, whether this material is from their grandmother, it's from, you know, someone who passed, it's from an old couch, just whatever they wanted to keep, they bring it into me and they commission me to make like a hoodie, a pair of jeans or something. So this client wanted me to actually create a hoodie. They didn't want to throw this stuff away.
That's dope.
So I redid a hoodie. You know, and kind of saved their material. And we also lined it with some really good, comfortable fabric there as well.
That's dope. And you got it on there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
So it's separate. So it's Michael Angelo.
Yeah. So Michael Angelo. Angelo's my middle name.
Okay.
My real middle name. So I go by my first and middle.
Bro, I mean, the name is so super cool too, man. Like, I don't know about you, but you know, '90s Ninja Turtles, Michelangelo. That's my stuff, man. Even the name is just, I love it.
It makes the competition really hard on Google, especially when it comes to the actual artist, you know, Michelangelo. You know, so it's like you Google me, you gotta do a little bit of this. It's like, oh, there he is. You know, so.
No, but this is dope. The material is crazy on here. So do you see like this is a material like I'm not used to seeing on clothes and certain pieces in general. Like, do you see a lot of pieces like this that come with like things?
No. So my whole purpose in making garments is for it to be unique, and when you wear it, you're wearing it for a purpose. You know, you have to specifically put this on to look a certain way. You specifically want to grab this piece because it makes you feel a certain way at the time. Like, things that I make isn't like my jumpsuit. Like, for me, this is something I can throw on tomorrow and I can do it again. I can't go grab this hoodie and do another fit over and over and over again. I have to really think about when, where I'm going to wear something like this. And for me, at least for me, I want people to feel special when they buy my pieces. You're spending that money because this is going to last you. It's going to stay in your closet. It's minimal, and you just feel. It just makes you feel better. You know, a lot of fashion is happening, which is okay. It has its place. But when it comes to my pieces, I want you to know, I want you to feel when you're wearing it, when you're in it, you know, that you made a good choice. You know, and you're not going to take it to Goodwill. You're going to hold on to it.
No, this is super dope, man. I really like this a lot, and you can tell, like, people, you can tell how much work is put into this. Like, this is definitely great, amazing work. Like, even right now, as for myself, someone who's learning about fashion every day, like self-teaching myself, reading and stuff like that, even down to the stitching and everything on here is just, bro, you did your thing on this.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
All right, let's get into the second piece, man. I'm hyped now.
Let's do it.
question. So before we get into the second piece, for yourself, this is a personal question. Is there anything you're looking to get for yourself currently, fashion-wise, whether it be fabric, designer shirt, or
can
just
show you.
any?
No, I can show you. I have a folder for that.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I'm really big on shirts.
Okay.
Like I love collecting T-shirts. I love collecting vintage Levi's, as you can see in the back.
Yeah,
Those are literally all mine. But they're here because I want people to, understand that you can rework it. I can rework it for you. You can buy a pair, whatever. But that's literally my collection, all of those Levi's.
dope.
And then I have more at home. So like I just like being me, bro. Like I just like vintage, man. I like it fits my aura, it fits my style. So the things that I look for is just that. It's vintage shirts, photos and stuff, like just some unique stuff that I
Kimonos is where
want.
it's at right now.
Yeah, I'm actually working on one now. That's what I was doing when you came in. I'm working on a kimono for a client now, but yeah, man.
So you're embracing the vintage, because vintage has become very popular within this past year or two, especially with people opening like vintage shops
Right.
and vintage like tea shops and things like that. So
Yeah.
does that make it more accessible for you now, like a little?
Not
bit
for me.
easier? No,
Not for me.
Okay.
No, well, I'm saying that respectfully. I don't do a lot of the. Oh man, I can't say that. I'll say it's like I don't do a lot of the third party
Gotcha.
vintage shopping.
Gotcha.
But I do support. Like I'll order stuff every once in a while from local shops that are vintage. I have done that. But my whole thing is like the hunt. Like I like to find it myself, and I like to get that price first. You know what I mean? I know what they're doing. I'm in the same field. So it's like I support when I can, but I also know what I want and how to get it. So just like for instance, like a brand like Capital.
Yeah.
People go to certain sites, whereas I can show you a website that's straight to Japan. You can just pay for your shipping. You can get it for the right price. Stuff like that. Or vintage, same way. I know how to do the searches and find the exact piece that I want, wait on it, or okay, I need that now, instead of going to someone who already did that, and they're gonna charge me like 200 more.
True. And people, the hunt. I'm telling you, I know a lot of us have access to a lot of these things, but I'm telling you, the hunt brings so much of a bigger appreciation. Like you'd be surprised on the people you meet, the things you find, in addition to what you're already looking for. Like I just want to inspire you guys. If you're still about the hunt, please continue to do the hunt, please.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the second piece though. All right,
Let's do
ready?
it. All right, so the second piece is a quilt a lady brought in, and she donated it to me. It was a handmade quilt that she made. It took her a few months to make it, but she allowed me to utilize it and make but make a jacket for the brand. And yeah, it's a snap jacket with 2 pockets in the front. Then it had a nice print that I put on front here, Be Kind Recycled, because our brand, this jacket is entirely recycled. It's sustainable. Yeah, hopefully it never sees the landfill, like a lot of our stuff. So yeah, and I double tagged it.
I like that.
Yeah. It gives it unique. I've recently switched over to the orange tags because I sold all of the by Michelangelo black tags. And that's also a way that I find out how many pieces that I made that year.
So do you number these? Like, do you number them?
Dog, I wish, man. I freaking wish. I wish that I could tell you how many pieces that I made, but so like I'd order, let's say 150 tags, and then once I realize all my tags are gone, then I'm like, damn, you made 150 pieces like in that amount of time? Like I didn't notice, so that's kind of how I know. Like, all right, well, you just made that much stuff, and I ordered more tags. So.
Yep. And so, like one thing, like everyone has their secret sauce and stuff like that. So I'll never ask that because that's your secret to how you create. But like, how many hours would does this take a lot of hours, or is it more like just, is it a leisure? I don't know how to explain it. Like, do you do it on like okay, I'm focused, I'm tapped in, this is it, nothing else matters at this moment?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So it can take me a day to make this, or it can take me, 48 hours to make it. It just really depends on my motion, like,
Okay.
How I'm feeling, how much fabric, how many cuts, the size. I've become pretty quick in making like chore coats. I would call this like a chore coat. I've become fairly quickly with my pattern.
Yeah.
I've become fairly quick with my pattern. So I'd say it probably takes me a good 8 hours.
This is dope.
Yeah.
Now, everyone, I just had to. I was excited. This was one of the pieces I kept. I told him like, please, let's do this one. Right now, I'm going through a quilt phase where I love just the freestyle of it. I like for this one in particular. I love the material. As you all know, if you watch enough episodes, you know I'm a layering guy. I love to layer.
Yeah.
And so this would go so perfect with me and all my hoodies and throwing something like that underneath. This is an amazing piece. I like this a lot. Thanks for sharing this one, man.
For sure.
I might run out of here with this one. I'm looking at this one.
All right, so this one is an actual original Berkeley Letterman jacket. I kept the lining the same, original. I want to say 1970 or 64 to 70, one or the other. But I did a sleeve swap because of how old it was. This was actually the original leather that was on the sleeves, but it was like dry rotted.
Okay.
So I had to do a treatment, wash it, clean it, take the sleeves off, and I reimagined it, repurposed. I kept the cuffs, and I just blended it with a nice quilt again that someone spent hella time to make, and I added the sleeves to it. But it's actually really unique because these sleeves have a really good lining as well. It's just a really like unique.
Oh, that's fire.
I thought it was cool because it looked like an African theme, and then the jacket. Yeah, it's just whatever, you know. But that's just me. But it's just a really cool lining with the sleeve and something that adds a little bit more flair to the jacket that you'll only know about, and it gives you more of appreciation that you have it on.
Now, I had to ask you because you said something between there. So you don't always get, when they give you materials to work with, they don't always come in good conditions. Sometimes you have to do the process to
Most of the time.
reviving it.
Most of the time. Most of the Letterman jackets that I actually order, they're always needing to get a sleeve swap. They're always really old, 1960s. The sleeves are always really tight, really hard. So I have to rebuild it, you know, or it's gonna go to a landfill. It's gonna be trash. So I wanna, you know, bring new life to it. And this is actually one of my pieces that I wore for at least 2 months.
This is hard. Now, got to tell you guys, Andreas back there, this is one of his picks. He was looking at it too, and we had to find out more information about it. What was your favorite part, Andreas?
You know, I love the sleeves on there, man. Like, I felt like the brown and the greens. Usually, I wouldn't think to put it with red and yellow, but for some reason, this jacket, it works. I definitely see myself wearing this.
Look, before you know it, you're going to see Andreas from the camera onto like a runway or something like that. Speaking of women, I got to see this next piece you got right here for me.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah, so we have a new female designer in the shop. Her name is Olivia. And right now she's working on a really cool collection that I'm actually I've enjoyed it, but I'm starting to love it because she makes a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have thought to create because a lot of stuff that I make is more unisex. She actually has a really good eye for female, more feminine product, you know, so she's working on some collections now, and this is a new one that she did. And I think it's really cute, and we've had some really good traction on it so far. And this is just one really, really good one that she took and added some flair to it, took the sleeves off, added some lace, layered it, some stars on it. You know, it's just, I think it's adorable. And if I see a woman in it, I really like be attracted to that piece, you know. So the thing that she's making also coincides with our shop. So she adds some Angelo print to it to make it look worn and vintage, and yeah.
No, I like this a lot. So with this piece, how long has she been working with you guys? I think
Olivia actually just got here 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And believe it or not, she's been here working, and she busted out like 12 pieces in a week. You know, and we're actually looking to get some photos done and get those pieces online so people can start to enjoy her items out of Angelo's as well.
No, this is super dope. This is well put together, man. Take this. Oh my gosh, I like this. So with her, like with these, do you guys come together?
Yeah.
Or does she just, is it just in her mind? She's like,
Well,
this is what I want to do.
Absolutely. So when she came in, she had a mood board. She brought a mood board to me, and we discussed, you know, her becoming a designer for just a general designer. And of course, we have to see eye to eye when it comes to the design process. But I give her the free reign to, you know, create whatever she wants, and I love it, man. You know, of course, we haven't bumped heads yet, and you know, but that does happen with, you know, individuals. But I don't see that happening in the near future because she knows exactly where this brand is going, what this brand is about. And you know, like I said, she brought in a mood board that actually coincides with our brand, just more feminine than I would do. So, yeah.
So then, let me ask you this: do you want your for by Michelangelo? Do you want it to become a household name? Is that something you want for it?
I want to be. I'm not really too sure what household really means.
Okay.
I want to be like mom and pop though.
Okay.
Yeah, like when it's all said and done, I really just want to be the person you pull up on for like some alterations or something. Like I did this, and now like I can just live off of, you know, whatever assets I have, and I can bust down some alterations. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really want to. I'm not selling myself short. You know, if I'm always a creative, but it's gonna get to a point where like I'm not trying to like bust down, you know, patterns over and over again. You know, I wanna be a mom and pop alteration shop.
So you would never want like mass production and
Nah,
stuff like that?
nah, that's not me. Like you see Dapper Dan, he's not, well now he's more so mass, but that's not what I'm after right now.
Yeah.
That's not, no.
And speaking on Dapper Dan, like even with him, like I get what you mean. Like now recently he's doing it, but like his fashion and the pieces that he's created speak so much louder because it's individual pieces and stuff like that. So I get it.
Yeah.
I like that too. I'm a selfish guy. Like if you make something for me, I don't want to see anybody else with anything similar or close to it.
Right,
like,
right.
So I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. So also, this next piece we're about to get into, I noticed back there you got a lot of jeans.
Yeah.
So I'm happy you brought this one. Please tell us about this one right here.
So this is just an idea of what we can do when it comes to customizing Levi's or customizing jeans in general. I don't know if you can see it, but it's I just hand stitched different colors, some bullseyes all over. We did a print, we did a zipper delete, so there's no zipper here, there's just buttons. It was just a fun jean that I made. I haven't put them online yet. Something that I would wear, something that I appreciate. Just kind of, again, showing a little bit of range when it comes to what we can do for denim. We have a ton of denim back here that's as is, or you can ask for stuff to, you know, get done to them, to add to them or whatever. So it's just, again, an idea of what can be done to jeans. You can buy them like this as well.
No, I like this a lot. So now, before the cameras were recording, we were talking a little bit about like these are the best type of jeans. What is it particularly that you like about this brand of jeans?
The fit, the fit, hands down, hands down. When you find that Levi, literally Levi, when you find that jean, you understand. It's only an understanding when you put it on. It's like, damn, I don't want to even get out of this. They have the best fit. They have the best. You're not necessarily supposed to wash your jeans. Both Levi's, they have the best fit even after a wash, but they age so well. They create really good honeycombs on the back of your leg. They create really good pocket detail when you wear wallets, when you do dip. They age very, very well.
Now this part right here is my favorite segment. This is where we have a little bit of fun.
Okay.
Just ask you, we're gonna do some speed questions. Only 5 of them.
All right.
I'm just gonna shoot it out there and then you're just gonna pick one. I might ask you why, I might keep going.
Okay.
You ready? All right, here we go. It might be fashion related, it might not. All right, ready? First one. Doc Martens or Birkenstocks?
Doc Martens or Birkenstock?
Yep.
Doc Martens.
Doc Martens. Okay, all right. Any reason in particular why that one won? Because you were thinking about that one hard.
Yeah, because Birkenstocks take a long time to break into.
Okay.
That's really the only reason. But they get really comfortable after a while. But that's Birkenstock. Birkenstock take a while to get comfortable and fit. But a Doc is like right off the bat. It's like, oh, this is my boot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. All right. McDonald's or Burger King?
Neither.
Oh, shoot. Me either?
No,
You don't like McDonald's or Burger King?
I don't eat either.
Have you ever?
Like once in maybe once or twice in 11 years.
Wow. different. Nah, I feel bad, man. Like I'm eating like crap. I'm gonna die soon, man.
Hey.
What's your plate? What's your restaurant thing? Give me.
Well, fast food like that, it would be like Chick-fil-A, Panda Express.
Chick-fil-A is haunting me today. I feel like it's
Yeah.
all around like today. My experience.
Well, then it's also Culver's or Steak and Shake. Like I like
Okay.
steak burgers. I like fresh, like.
So you grew up in Indianapolis, right? So when I'll keep the story short. My wild days, there was a spot called Mr. Dan's.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's
Still
what I'm
here.
talking about. It's still here?
Yeah, what?
Oh shoot!
Tripping, yeah.
Because at first it was a big chain everywhere.
Man, it's here.
And then,
Still in
I
the same
miss it.
spot.
I miss it.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
that's the Mr. Dan's is like the original Five Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Dan's went crazy. Someone
Slaps.
told me, and I get that big drink with it, like
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
cool. I know a little bit something.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Jeans or cargos?
Jeans.
Jeans. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll let that one go. Okay.
Yeah.
Streetwear or high fashion?
Streetwear.
Streetwear.
Well, see, my streetwear is different than like I don't wear Supreme. That's
Okay.
streetwear.
Okay.
Like my streetwear is what I have on, like, cause it's real streetwear.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, like
That's what
so. It's just different. Like I
Okay.
see streetwear a little bit differently.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
Sustainable streetwear.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bet. All right, last question. Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
Oh, Mortal Kombat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat. Because it's more gruesome.
Okay, see that's it. That's up here. Yeah, that's your
Yeah.
way. See, Street Fighter was my thing. Street Fighter was.
That
I hit my
karate
little
shit.
brother with a couple of RU
Nah, I want to pull that spine out. Yeah.
All right, got you. All right, next question. I ask everyone who comes on here, as myself, I have a big love for R&B. I love to listen to R&B. It's a part of my everyday thing.
Mhm.
Like I incorporate it with everything I do. For yourself,
Mhm.
and if you don't listen to R&B, it's cool. Give me someone. But what is your favorite R&B song?
Dog, you probably gonna kill me. I grew up on Jodeci.
Yeah.
But my favorite R&B song is like one that I can't get over, and he's new. He's fairly new. It's Often by The Weeknd.
Wow.
And that's like not even like, it's more alternative R&B, I would say, but
That's
it's not
okay.
even like, it's not old.
Right.
You know, my R&B bag is very deep. Trust me,
I
very
already
deep.
know. I already know.
But like, Often is like one song that I want to hear this.
Okay.
Right away, I hear it, because it's like it just puts me in that like Libra Scorpio vibe. You know, I'm a Libra Scorpio cusp, and that just puts me in that like often, girl, I do this. Oh, it's like I just something about that. But other than that, it's like Jodeci. Like when I cut my locks off recently, I listened to Jodeci all the way to the barbershop. I knew I was about to bring sexy back. I knew it. Yeah, but Jodeci, go to Jodeci. But
That's
like
dope.
the song that I would say R&B for me right now is like probably just Often. Like
That's
it's just a
dope.
really good, solid song for me.
And I never explained it on camera, so I do that because I call it Dose of Dex.
Yeah.
And so it's me giving a piece of everything I'm experiencing to the people.
Yeah.
So with you giving that, someone's gonna listen to that and they'll be like, I get it.
I get it.
I get it. That's the point. That's
Yeah.
the point. All right. So last question of this episode. If there was someone you would want to see on Dose of Dex, and you would have to help me get them up here, who would it be?
It's it's an artist
Okay.
by the name of Alec, and he does really good. He paints, man. He has a really, really good story behind why he paints and why he thrives within his field. And he's someone that I truly admire. His heart, his personality, his persona, his character. He's just someone that deserves like everything he's trying to go for.
Cool.
You know, and he's an artist, a general artist. He also started with painting clothes, but now he puts all his work on canvas, and he does really, really well. So Alec, I want to say Alec Ganosha, but I'll show you.
We'll find him. We're definitely gonna
yeah,
find him.
yeah.
We got to get you on here, man.
Yeah.
You heard it first, man. We want you on here on Dose of Dex so you can share your amazing art with us. Definitely would love to see it. There you have it, everyone. with the talented Michelangelo. He showed us some pieces. I hope you guys enjoyed everything you heard, everything you saw. And I want to remind you guys, if you see anything you like, where can they purchase?
You can purchase at buymichelangelo.net, or you can, my Instagram is at @bymichelangelo. You can always pull up to the shop here at Angelo's Salon and Workshop. That's 2 N's, ANNGELOS. You can Google us as well. You can call us. Yeah, no appointments needed, you know, Tuesday to Saturday. Pull up.
You heard it, man. Angelo, I appreciate you, man, so much, man.
Appreciate
This
you,
has
bro.
been a
Thank you.
blessing. It's amazing. I'm glad I finally got down here to grow with you, man, and I'm looking forward to everything you have coming up.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
No problem, no problem. So you know what I like to say, guys. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at doseofdex_. Make sure you're following me on YouTube, hitting that subscribe button. And you know what I like to say? Catch you on the next one.